I already know how to make responsible decisions. I've done that really well for a long time. But once it became clear that this could work either way, I could make the numbers work in a way that made sense for either decision, I still felt indecision. And what surprised me about that was that it was no longer about money or practicality. Those things were considered. I realized it was more of an internal fear of not blending in, and in a way, being seen. You see, to me, being practical is very important. I've done that my whole life, and you've seen that throughout the videos leading up to this one. Cost analysis, AI analysis with the spreadsheets, looking at the different things I need to look at, verifying my responsibilities, getting the family opinion, verifying the fit for the family. And I think in this way, the logical choice fits all the responsible boxes. And by the way, that's why I currently own a minivan. But the longer I began to sit with it, the more I began to realize it wasn't so much about logic anymore. Once I realized the numbers were no longer screaming no in any particular direction, it became clear to me that there was something else driving what this indecision was. And I'm realizing that really is a fear of, making a bold decision. What that then forces me to live in every single day. In other words, have a presence and own it. I've spent years of my life putting my head down, staying in my lane, and doing great work. And to be honest, I love that lane. It's worked out well for me. It's worked out well for my family. It has served me well. I like it. But this whole process has really made me begin to see a pattern in my own thinking. When something makes me feel like I'm going to be more visible, or a choice is going to make me more visible, whether it be a truck that turns heads, or for that matter, this channel that I started here that you're watching. Either way, it's getting my voice out there. And I'm realizing that makes me uncomfortable. Not necessarily because it's irresponsible, and I think it's vital that we don't be irresponsible, but because in essence, it's taking a stance and having a voice. So in that train of thought, that's when it clicked for me. Making a bold decision doesn't necessarily mean that I have to be irresponsible or put on a false show. It can just mean making an intentional choice aligned with where we're at in our life now and the choices and experiences that we want. This whole thing isn't about hype or proving anything. That's just simply not me. That's not how I live my life. Hence the issues I'm explaining up to this point. In other words, responsibility is handled. I got that on lock. So I think I'm ready to get this monkey that I've had on my back for many years, get it off, and just allow me to be me, allow us to be us, and have some fun. Once I did that, the decision took care of itself. So I'm curious, have you ever been in a similar spot in any context where you're not being irresponsible, but yet you have a hard time moving forward with the choice that you want to make? Curious to hear what other experiences you all might have out there and how you may have handled it. Let me know below. I read every comment. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and come along for the ride.